the studies of covenant of prosperity. We'll be looking at this covenant of prosperity. We started with lesson 1, managing the spirit of poverty. I think those of you who have been available are be able to just collect and give them what they are credit, what they will pay after now. I tell them 500 naira, give it to him, all of them are credit worthy, responsible men. Look at the women this side, give all of them, they are credible men and women. They are credit worthy. By the time collect one shoe is enough. Just collect one. Okay. Okay. All right. Praise the Lord. See somebody there, thank you for credit what they pay. It's a worker. Yes, I love it. All right. So, like I said, we're looking at lesson 3 on the subject covenant of prosperity. So today we'll be looking at lesson 3, page 10. God multiplies seeds and not bread. We'll be looking at that briefly by the grace of God. Now, let's go to the scripture, 2 Corinthians chapter 10, chapter 9. You know, Paul has been talking about giving from chapter 8. He's talking about giving, the grace of giving. He told them in chapter 8, verse 1 that giving is a grace. Look at chapter 8, verse 1. Moreover, brethren, we do you to wit the grace of God bestowed on the churches of Macedonia, how that in the great trial of affliction, the abundance of their joy and the deep poverty abounded unto them riches unto their liberality. Okay, so he said there is a grace of God bestowed on them. Giving is a grace. Giving is a grace. It's not something anybody can do. And that is why we are looking at this very lesson. Like lesson 1 talked about maintaining the spirit of poverty. You know, anything that you maintain stays with you. Okay? If you buy a cloth and you love that cloth and you maintain it, the cloth lasts. Alright, but when you misuse it, it will tear, destroy. Anything you love and maintain stays. But anything you don't maintain departs from you. Okay? So when you maintain the spirit of poverty, it stays with you. But if you don't maintain it, it goes. Is that okay? It goes. Anything you maintain very well, like your body. If you take care of your body, you remain healthy. If you maintain your body, you remain healthy. But if you say, I don't care, anything goes, you chop anything you like, drink anything you like, cross, your body will break down. But when you maintain it, you stay. There are people that are called obese people, obesity, that is the fat. It's because of they don't maintain their eating habits. They eat anything at any time, and they see they just grow like that. They also maintain their body, maintain what they eat, when they eat, and how they eat. You see them like that. So why is poverty with some people? Because they maintain their well. They have the grace of maintaining poverty. That's how poverty deals with them. Lesson 2, we talked about how Jesus said when an unclean spirit is cast out of somebody, he goes into dry places seeking rest. And he said, I will go back to the house where I come out from. In other words, that place the spirit traveled to is not comfortable. The place does not maintain it. So let me go to where I have been maintained. Let me go to where I was taken care of. So the demon comes back. And when they come back and discover that the door is still open for maintenance, they enter, unless they've not us. So they come, and there is shopping here. Okay? So, when you maintain poverty, it stays with you. But when you say poverty, no, I don't want you. You wrongfully, and this is the lesson I want to talk about how you do that. Okay? 2 Corinthians, so Paul was talking about that in 2 Corinthians chapter 9. So Paul now told them of how things are. Let's look from verse 6. But this I say, 2 Corinthians 9:6. But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully. Every man according as he purposeth in his heart, so let him give, not of grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. So Paul says, if you sow sparingly, you have a big farm, but you decide to just sow 1 or 2 corn, sparingly, just all like that, just like that. Your harvest, you also reap like that. But he that soweth bountifully, you took time and you sow very well. During harvest, you also reap like that. So he said in verse 7, every man according as he purposeth in his heart. If it comes to the time of giving, don't allow somebody to screw your heart until before you now say, okay, let me give. Let it not be like say, my own back pass. As you propose in your heart, I've decided to give this. As you propose, give. Not grudgingly or of necessity. Now, in the Old Testament, there are 2 types of offering. We have free will offering, and we have offering that you must give by law. Every worship day, you must give this. It's law. It's a necessity. But then this other one that is free will. So it says, don't just, okay, this one now, since they say it must, okay, let me do it. But it's not from your heart. But anyway, since they say it's a must, let me do it. So don't do like that. Because when you give that kind of attitude, you will not get blessing. Or, for God loveth a cheerful giver. Then verse 8 it says, and God is able to make all grace abound towards you. God is able to make all grace abound towards you. That means the way God blesses you is in different and diverse ways. You may give money, he blesses you with good health. You may give money, he blesses you with delivering from accidents. He makes all grace to bound towards you because of your giving. So it's not necessarily because you give money, he gives you money. It can be victory, it can be open door, it can be blessing from somewhere. So it's not necessarily you give money, God gives you money. No. See, God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that he always having all sufficiency in all things may abound unto every good work. In other words, the more you give, the more God supplies. Then, in verse 9, it says, as it is written, he that disperseth abroad, he that giveth to the poor, his righteousness remaineth forever. Righteousness means that outward life. That outward life. The more you give, because you disperse abroad, you give to the poor, that attitude of giving continues forever. But our passage is verse 10. Look at verse 10. 2 Corinthians 9:10. He that ministered seed to the sower, both minister bread for your food, and multiply your seed sown, and increase the fruits of your righteousness. When you read about that, at times they won't come. But in the original translation, it's a prayer. Now, may the Lord that supplies seed for you to sow also supply seed for you to chop. Okay? May the Lord that ministers or supply, the word minister means supply or rendering service. He that supplies or ministers seed to the sower, minister also supplies bread for your food or for eating. And he will multiply the seed sown. He will multiply your seed, not your bread. And multiply your seed sown and increase the fruits or the harvest of your righteousness. So, from this, I want to explain it in this way. Listen, very few minutes I'll summarize. Now, our first sentence says there is a difference between bread and seed. Let me explain. Now, bread is a product. Seed is a product of natural resources. Okay, seed from nature, bread from human being. Alright? Bread is something you, the human being, manufacture. But seed is what nature manufactures. Are you getting that point now? Okay? Now, bread represents resources that you use for your eating. Bread, whatever that is given to you, which you use in eating, or to give to people, or to provide for the family, that is your bread. But your seed is what God gives to you to plant in order to get more. Can I make it a bit clearer? Okay? Give us this day our daily bread. So bread is what is given to you to eat. Family, to take care of people, that is bread. But seed is what is given to you so you can sow it for future, to get more in the future. Bread, now, you chop and now you don't finish. But seed is something you use it for planting, so that it can give you something to grow. But the same God gives seed, the same God gives bread. He gives you bread so that you eat it. And he gives you seed so that you can plant it for future. Are you getting me to that point now? So, an eater, let us see Isaiah, please. Let's look at Isaiah. We will type in the same quotation. Isaiah chapter 55. Let's see, then I tie them together. Isaiah 55, 10 and 11. Isaiah 55, 10 and 11. Now, Isaiah 55, 10 and 11. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater. So seed is for the sower, while bread is for the eater. Now, so for me to now give a further explanation, is simply that an eater are those who are using their finances primarily for their needs. An eater. So you give bread to the eater. Who is an eater? An eater is somebody who uses all his resources just for his stomach. You are an eater. And such a person, even his praying, Papa, release money for me. All that prayer is praying for God to give him to take care of himself. That's why God does not give money to people like that. Because all your prayer for money is for your own consumption. God says he gives seed to the sower and not to the eater. So, a sower is somebody who desires an intention about bless me that I may bless others. So when you have that at the back of your mind, God, I want to be a sower, then God will step in. So why do some people don't receive? Because they are just eaters, they are not sowers. Not sowers. And that is what we are talking about. God multiply the seed and not the bread. So if the intention of praying for prosperity, you are fasting for prosperity, and even you are giving, even if you are giving, giving shall be given unto you. But if at the back of your mind, your intention of that giving is that God give you something to chop, bros, that giving will end there. You can only get what you will eat and not what you give others. I carry 1,000. You carry 1,000. Both of us want to give. But my intention of giving is that, Papa, as I give, bless me that I may bless others. That's at the back of my mind. But the son was saying, Papa, bless me that I may chop well and be fine. As two of us sow, me and God sow seed, the other one also sow bread. God will give him that sows seed something that I used to bless others, but he only give you something we could chop. So you discover that when God begin to bless, all of us give him 1,000. Then he will bless this person more than this person. Why? Because our motives are not the same. I think with this I can summarize for today. Are you getting the whole thing? May he that giveth bread to the sower and also bread to the eater. May he also bless you and multiply your seed, not your bread, but your seed. So the summary of this lesson is that the scriptures cannot be broken. Give, it shall be given unto you. Whatever a man soweth, he shall reap. Harvest and planting the harvest shall not cease. All these are scriptures. But why is it that we are doing these things and yet we don't receive what we ought to? The problem is at the back of our mind. What are we doing? What is our intention or motive of giving? That's one basic. To want to give in order that God may bless him to be a blessing to others. Though while you are blessing others, he will send you something you will chop. At the same time, what to give order. But this other person is just everything around him. How do we know eaters? You know them that if there's time for giving now, they didn't even prepare. No preparation, nothing. Then, as they know, okay, they now look for, just out of the leftover, they now take something and give. That thing you give was money you prepared for your chopping. It's not money you prepare for giving. That money I have read. You keep one here, keep one here. As I go church, I will take one, tell water. I pay this one, buy some things and they go back. I take some, pay transport. It's for your consumption. You are not specifically setting it aside for giving. It's not a seed. A seed is set apart for planting at a particular time. But it has come now. What do you do? After that one, you wanted to take 5 months for your food, your bread. You don't take a gift. And that giving back, it was not from you are not even shameful, because it was not meant for giving, it was meant for chopping. But Father, I have given. Bless me now. Sorry. My bread. That's what we normally say. As you are coming to the house of God, keep money aside that is for offering. A seed. As you take your salary, this and this is for my offering. Keep the seed. Don't jump together with your bread. This is my tithe. It's a seed. Take it, put it aside. Don't join it with your bread. God does not bless bread. He blesses seed. This is. So that is the summary of what we are saying in this little lesson. And by the time you are sowing only bread, you are managing property, and it will stay with you. Let me give you some places before I summarize tonight. But I also want to get into the lesson tonight. That is the summary of this lesson. Now, so we said there's a difference between bread and seed, which I explained. Bread is processed, and is no longer used for a processed. No quality of seed is no more there. So God does not instruct believers to sow their bread or their seed. If not the harvest, then sow your seed and not your bread. Not the bread. God gives seed to sowers and bread to eaters. Alright? God in His word has given us assurance that whenever we sow a seed, we shall surely reap the harvest. But many believers have claimed that they sow seed and never reap. The question is why didn't they reap? The reason is because many sow bread which is a processed seed and not seed. In their ignorance of what is seed and what is bread, they have accommodated and managed the spirit of poverty. That is the problem that many are facing. Beloved, when you put sowing ahead in your mind, then God gets something. See, let me give you another illustration. You get the lesson that I summarize. What is a seed? A seed is something living inside a fruit. Is that okay? Every fruit has a seed inside. Orange is a fruit, but inside the orange there is a seed. All right. Now, when someone gives you orange, if you want to be blessed in the future, you don't eat the fruit and the seed together. Okay? You keep the seed there as your future. In case you are a farmer in corn, you are farming corn, and during the time of harvest of the corn, if you are believing God for future harvest, no matter how hungry they catch you, you keep some corn aside for planting against the future. But if you can't the whole corn, we have no future for God. Because you are eating both the fruit and the seed together. So most of the time, God blesses us. Either He heals you, or delivers you, or gives you a miracle. Because that thing is a food. As God has blessed you, try to convert seed and set aside. In other words, give a testimony. As you are giving a testimony of that miracle, you are removing a seed for the future. That's why some people who knows this secret, when God does something for them, the day of their testimony, they carry a seed. They can carry money, or they can carry good, or they carry farm. It's a seed of the thanksgiving. The seed of the food. But if you just come, brethren, thank God, or you don't even testify, or you didn't even do something as an appreciation of what God has done, because you don't chop the fruit and the seed together. For another miracle to happen, will be another problem. God blesses seed and not the bread. But He gives seed to the sower and also bread to the eater. But He blesses the bread and not the seed. Is somebody confused? No. You understand? So that is what I want us to catch tonight. God has been blessing us. God has been doing things for us. How can you reciprocate that thing you are doing, that testimony, that thanksgiving, that thing you are setting a seed aside for future? Because it is commonly said that when I do something for you and you thank me, I will do. But if I do something and you don't thank me, forget about another one. That's our God also. He's a jealous God. If God does something for you and you don't appreciate it, sorry. But when you begin to appreciate it and begin to recognize, and by setting something aside, you are sowing a seed. Because that testimony you give is helping somebody. That testimony you give, as a result of that thing that God did for you, is a blessing to somebody. And God, for that reason, because you have done something for somebody, as a result of what I have done for you, your testimony become a blessing to somebody. God will now do more. That's why in that chapter, look at that chapter again. We are looking at 2 Corinthians chapter 9. 2 Corinthians chapter 9. It now goes to say, verse 8. And God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that ye, always having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work. The more you do, the more God supplies to enable you to do good work. Then verse 10 now says that we were reading. Now may he supply some minister seed to the sower, also minister seed bread to for your food or to the eater, and multiply your seed sown, not your bread. He multiply the seed sown and increase the fruits of your righteousness. He will increase the fruit of your righteousness. In other words, He will do more so that you do more. He blesses you as you give the seed. He blesses the seed so you get more and do more. So when once you are having that, that's the reason why I do advise people that when they come to giving, they don't sometimes have that attitude, say, I want to be a sower and not just a eater. I want to be a sower. I don't want to be a total eater. I want to be a sower. And you said, and there is a challenge in the church or somewhere. and from their heart, even though it's not available, you say, Father, I want to take care of that. I want to give this. Because you have that attitude of giving, God will supply. That's why anybody that has a sincere mind in making a pledge or a vow, God supplies. So far, your intention is not for selfish purposes. It's not what people know that the apostle made a pledge. If that's the intention, you don't miss out. But if the intention is that it's a challenge, it's a burden, and I want to so seek into that. As you have that attitude, God will make it possible for you. Because He knows that the more you are sowing, the more He gives you, you are going to be a blessing to somebody. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. So God blesses the seed and not the bread. Bread is meant for consumption. All that you want to consume for your own personal reason, and then the seed is what you want to plant so that you get more and be a blessing to others. So I don't know why, as I summarize, I don't know the attitude of your prayer for prosperity. As you are praying for prosperity, we don't necessarily pray for prosperity, because prosperity is there was something I said somewhere that prayer for prosperity is like somebody who never planned but they want me to rain fall. The rain, the prayer, the seed is what you are looking for. But you never saw anything, but you may pray. The rain to follow what? Father, bless me. Let the showers of blessing on what? So sow the seed, then prayer is the rain that will water the seed into germinate. I will bless the works of thy hand, not empty hand. I will bless the works of thy hand, not empty hand, but the works of thy hand. So let us have that attitude. I want to be a sower and not an eater. Bros, if that is your attitude and you begin to pray for money, money will come. Why? The scriptures cannot be broken. Harvest time and sowing time cannot cease. He that soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly. Whatever you sow, you will reap. Those are scriptures. Give, it shall be given unto you. So your attitude matters. So as you pray for prosperity, listen to me. Prosperity is not for your own consumption. It's for the blessing of somebody. So many that God will have blessed are not blessed. That's why they are giving. The God will not bless them. But God knows that if He bless you, you will use it for your own selfish interests. But I want to announce to somebody that if your intention is that you want to be a giver, a sower, Ross, I know the God that serves, He supplies. The more you sow in the lives of people, His kingdom agenda, this and that, He supplies. I'm talking from experience. He supplies. So if you want God to bless you, be a sower and not an eater. No, we don't chop everything. Chop testimony, chop everything. From us, since this year, we never give testimony. We'll chop the seed, chop the food. And then we want God to bless us. How God will bless you? He give you seed, give you food. You chop everything. Chop all the farm. Tomorrow you say, God, I don't come again. God say, no matter what I do for you, what do you do? You've been a crossroad. What to anything you come up? You say, choose and maybe this. Yeah, on my mother said, I come on ten. Okay, I come on ten. You know what's the best way to cross around the leg, make it check in for go to brush it. When God has done something for you, testify. So look at what the Lord has done for you. You are sowing the seeds. And God multiply. sow seed. Now, it's not necessarily money as I summarize. Seed is not necessarily money. No money is involved. But it has to do with showing kindness. It has to do with appreciation. It has to do with some kind of goodness. You know, what love, showing love, appreciation. All these are acts of giving. So it's not only money. It also means time. Make a time. Make a time to visit, make a time to encourage someone, make a time to pray for somebody, give out some, give out what you have. So it's not just ordinary money. Money is involved, it's not necessarily money. Because when the blessing comes, it's not only money. But God is able to be all grace above to us. It's not only money. Give. Hey, when did I go give me? I never chop. But in the job right? I mean, in the whole week, somebody money give you 1,000. 1,000 enter your hand. Why you don't say service they go? Why not promote 100 naira? And say, go, this 1,000, you don't take me 1,000 enter my hand. This 1,000 enter my hand. I will promote 100 naira. Make 100, kill me. 100 naira. You stay here. It's a seed. On Sunday, you can't have 100 naira. I said, God, this week I was given 100 naira. And I kept this seed. I wanted to thank you. Bless me with 1,000 naira. In the midst of hunger, I kept it. I eat the seed. And when my mama keep me up, when she don't plant, when she don't try and keep for that something, no matter how hungry they catch mama, she never chop that yam, never chop. It's a seed. Instead, she will go look for somewhere, but don't have what she don't keep. I know they never touch that yam. Nothing there for house, they never touch it. Never touch it. She can, instead, go and borrow, buy something elsewhere, but to touch that one, she's keeping. No, she will not touch it. Why? She wants to plant it against tomorrow. So when you set seed aside, as we continue this lesson, I will be talking. When there are seed you set aside, you don't touch it. This seed is for this. You keep it. You look at things will come, you leave them and sit. You are keeping it, you sow. When the time comes, you sow. As you sow it, you discover that the labor you labored God sustained. Seed. So you don't sow seed because you have an abundance, but because you are looking for the future. That's why you sow seed. Not because you have enough. Any quick question I want us to know. Just a brief, I just wanted to tell us before. Remember I said maintaining poverty, the spirit of poverty. How do you maintain it? And this one is possible. That's a meditation of poverty. Poverty says, if you give that money, you will die. You will die. After all, how many you have been giving, they give, yet nothing happened. They give, nothing happened. Don't give again, don't give again. But prayer, if you pray 100 times and the prayer not come, you keep on praying. If you know what other pastor, if you do what for witness ways, pray first. If they happen here, you don't go. Why? There is a prayer that has not been answered. We don't give up on prayer. The when it comes to giving, we give up. We give up. I don't give something. They don't give again. Then we reduce that from 15 naira. I can't give up. I can't give 10 naira. A whole year, you are maintaining the spirit of poverty. It will come you well. But when you say no, I will die. For he that loseth his life shall save it. But if you save your life, you do what? You lose it. That's what Jesus said. When did he say you will die? Not die. He said to save yourself, rather than you lose. When he said I will lose my life, then you save it. It looks like an irony. That's what Jesus says. So sometimes you give, you visit, you encourage someone, you talk to somebody. Not that you are happy, but you do it what we call the sacrifices of praise. It's a seed and sowing. Things are not going well. You say, no, I will not sow the seed of the good news of Jesus. You carry a Bible, you look for somebody, you bless the person with the word of God, pray for her. You are sowing a seed. It's a seed. When you visit someone that is sick and call the person, pray for the person, it's a seed. It's a seed. In season, out of a season. And as we do that, if all they are looking for is say, bread. God blesses the sower and not the eater. Blesses the seed and not the bread. Any question? That will break tonight. Yes.